Tony D and Little Joan with a screenwriter's rant on The Beekeeper, starring Jason Statham as the Beekeeper who takes on the system and destroys it. Smash like and subscribe. Thank you for smash liking and subscribing. Check out my books. Links in the description. Comedy horror in South Jersey. It's the Pineys. Books 1 through 12 available at Amazon.com. Don't forget, Kindle Unlimited is free. So Statham is a beekeeper, and a woman he works for is scammed out of all her money and she commits suicide. So he goes after the scammers, and he just shows up and just starts killing them all, burns down their facilities. Is that Andrew Garfield? It kind of sounds like him. Sort of looks like him, only younger. I think it is. But he kills them in very interesting ways. But then it's revealed he's also... I don't know if it's a metaphor in the movie or it's actual real thing that he's part of a outside group that corrects the system when it goes out of whack or something. And so Jeremy Irons plays the bad guy, and the music is Bow Down Before the One You Serve. That song, Head Like a Hole from Nine Inch Nails, which is a weird one to use, but makes sense. And he just kills people in all sorts of interesting ways. They're dumping it in January, though, January 12th, but I don't know. I think the movie looks pretty good. Statham has always been a good action guy. I've always liked him in various things. I loved him in the old Guy Ritchie movies. I don't think this is directed by him. Here's Jeremy Irons playing the bad guy. He plays a good bad guy. He does. He's English, and he's very sinister. I like Statham's look in this movie. They gave him a little bit of a different look. They gave him a hat and beard. Gives him a little more blue collar look. I think that's what they were going for. So it's like blue collar guy kills the scammers who are taking advantage of the little guy. I like the cut of its jib. I really do. Let's see. I don't think there's a write up here. So first act, he's a beekeeper. What's the name? Mrs. Cosby is his friend who he works for, taking care of things. He's just a humble guy, and she ends up killing herself over debt, and he doesn't like that, and he figures it out, and he goes to talk. He ain't there to talk, though. He's there to burn the place to the ground. So he gets there, and immediately he's just like beating up the security guys, killing them, and he gets in there, he burns the whole place down. He just burns the whole place down, puts explosives up, kaboomo. That's the first act. The second act is Jeremy Irons is very evil, and he's like, we have to stop this beekeeper. We have to stop this beekeeper. Man who looks like Garfield. Go out there, Andrew Garfield. Go out there, Spider-Man, and kill him. And of course, he's not up to it. And Statham just makes short work of him. I think he cuts off his fingers with a bow saw, and then or one of those jigsaws, and then catches up to him and kills him. Then the final big play is, I don't know, he goes after Jeremy Irons at the end, and he's fighting FBI guys and crazy assassins with machine guns, and there's a scene where he throws honey at the bad guy with a machine gun, and it gets all over him, and then he lights him off. Honey is flammable, according to the movie. Who knew? Because one of the characters in that says, "Oh, honey's very flammable." I did not know that. And then it blows up the gas station. $5.72 a gallon. Whew, that's high. Anyhow, sign me up. Yeah, I'd watch this movie. Oh, I'd watch this movie in a hot minute. Is it going to be good? It looks okay. I gotta say, I mean, there's tons of violence. I like the song. I like the whole message here. A little guy, and then he fights back against the big evil scammers who are going to steal people's money. I think people will like that. I think it's a message they can get behind. You know, it's going to be a ridiculous movie where he kills a million guys and barely a scratch on him, but yeah, And then at the end, somehow elderly Jeremy Irons gets the upper hand. I've shot you in the leg, and now I'm going to kill you. And then he somehow turns the tables on him, blows him up or whatever. That'll be the third act. Jeremy Irons going out the window like in Die Hard with Alan Rickman. R.I.P. So, yeah, sign me up. I don't think there's a write-up on this thing. Nah. Let's see some of the comments. Anytime you see Jason, you know it's not a regular movie. I don't know what that means. Oh, Jason Statham? You spelled Jason weird. Jason, the man, delivers always, the mechanic, the beekeeper. Next will be the insurance adjuster or the pool cleaner, and yes, I'll still watch. Yeah, me too. Jason Statham playing Jason Statham in another Jason Statham movie. That is true. The bee at the end. F yeah, Jason's back. I mean, this all looks good. Except most of these scammers are on the Asian continent. That is true, but come on. He can't drive his beekeeping pickup truck to Singapore. Yeah, sign me up. I'm sure some of them are in America somewhere. So yeah, I mean, there's not much to say about it because it's going to be a pretty simple movie. This is a guy movie. I think it's one to see in the theaters because big explosions. It'll be a nice tight 90. Worst case scenario, you got to wait a few months for it to come. But like in January 12th, that's a dead time for movies, bro. That's my only worry, that they're dumping it in January. But it could be a breakout hit in January because of that. Because it's such a meat and potatoes movie. We don't got anything else to watch. I'm going to go see Jason Statham kill a bunch of dudes with honey. The Beekeeper. January 12th, and that's it for me, Tony D, and Little Joan. Check us out on Odysee, Bitchute, and Rumble for our more-based takes. If you can find a more-based take, I say take it. If you're in the South Jersey Writers Association, I guess I'll see you tomorrow online at 7 p.m. Otherwise, I'll see you at the Collingswood Book Fest on Saturday. Hope to see you there. We'll see you tomorrow.